This is the first time ever where a generation is the retirement age is increasing. So what's created is a sandwich generation, which is essentially that the Generation X is squished between these generations. And so promotion path is limited. No one's retiring, and so the Generation X can't move up, and the millennials are pushing them away. So that's a very interesting thing to look at in your environment, is to see how that's affecting it. Baby boomers are simply not retiring because of economic changes. The economy is poor, so they have to work longer. They're caring for aging parents and children, so they have more financial expectations. Generation X is then squeezed between these. Think about like Prince Charles. He's really the defining Generation X squeeze, sandwich generation. He's squeezed between his mother, who's the queen, and his son, who's going to be the prince, the king. And he has no promotion path. I always think that's an interesting analogy. So there's less promotion for the boomers because there's less promotion path for the generation because the boomers aren't retiring. So there's this kind of, there's a gray ceiling. But they're very, very loyal to people. They're not loyal to companies. So these are the job hopping generation. And work for millennials is completely different. They're very task-driven and influenced by their parents. They're much more defined by self-fulfillment than by fulfillment or rewards from companies. Their work is a means to an end. It's not the end itself. And I think that's really an important point. Work is a means to an end, but not the end itself. Again, they are also job hoppers. They are not loyal to people. They're loyal to people, not to jobs. They're tech savvy, but not work savvy necessarily. So they're super tech savvy, but not necessarily have the work skills which they get on the job. They're called boomerang kids because they're they live at home still, and they're deeply influenced by their parents. And that's changed a lot of things about how to manage them. They've been called the trophy kids or entitled generation because there's a perception that they feel entitled because they've been raised to think that that everybody's a winner. And so that affects how you manage them now. They need rewards much more frequently. They have those tattoos and body piercings and what people think are inappropriate clothing. They text and Facebook all the time, and they really define themselves by self-fulfillment, and they understand jobs won't last forever. So if you can understand all of these contexts, it really helps to figure out how do you manage these people? What is the best way to work with these different generations?